it's hard because acting, being in Holland, to want to go to LA or whatever, it sounds like such a far away work, and nobody's going to do anything for you, nobody's going to give anything to you, you know, even if you have an agent. It's still about your own work, you know, if you have to be fully in it here.
So it's all or nothing.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
And that's been
Hello, my name is Claudia and welcome to the Warrior Princess channel, where we sit down with inspiring people to discuss anything related to health, fitness, business, and relationships. I truly believe that each one of us is uniquely gifted and has so much potential to be successful. Some of us just need to have the right direction, belief, and mentorship. Enjoy.
Welcome everyone back to the Warrior Princess channel.
Hello.
Hello. We've got Warrior Princess Valerie La Rose here. Thank you so much for jumping on and having a conversation with us today.
Yes.
So Valerie is a dancer, a model, and an actress here in Hollywood. And she's originally from Amsterdam, from my hometown.
Yes, the Netherlands.
So what are the main challenges that you've experienced here in Hollywood as a dancer, actress, and model?
Well, because it's a big city, there's of course a lot of people.
Yeah.
So first thing is, of course, the competition is super big. And also I've had that, of course, also a little bit in Amsterdam, because I've always been a freelancer my whole life in the entertainment. Yeah. But even more so here, because I was starting from scratch.
Yeah. So no one knew you.
Yeah, no one knows you. You have to be so disciplined. You have to wake up every morning and just figure out for yourself, okay, today I'm gonna do this, today I'm gonna take those steps, you know. So it's a challenge to stay motivated. So you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this every day? To know, you know, to keep fueling yourself with your passion, because no one is gonna hand you anything or tell you what to do to achieve something. Everything has to come from yourself, and especially to build something from zero, that can be hard at sometimes. It's a big challenge.
Was there a moment where you actually felt like giving up while you were here?
Well, the first year was a tough year. I'm super blessed that I'm here with my sister.
Okay.
So we hold each other down.
Yeah.
But a moment of giving up, I guess, just when you have one of those patches where it's a bit quiet with work. Sometimes you have a lot of jobs in a row and you're like, oh my god, I'm doing so amazing. Then all of a sudden you have a month like, oh my god,
like
nothing.
Yeah.
And then it's easy to think like, oh, back home everything is so much more easier.
Just more stability.
But I have to say that feeling was never not really strong. So I'm definitely, you know, happy here and still motivated, and I got a lot of fire in me.
You got a lot of fire and the passion, and you know your why and the end goal.
Yeah. So
Nice.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. So as I guess an actress and model and dancer, I assume you would do a lot of auditions.
Yes.
And you're a gorgeous girl, but I'm sure you also receive rejection in the industry as well.
It's part of it. There's just, you know, especially, well, with everything. Yeah. With modeling, for me, it's a bit easier to take, because you're the way you look. So when you come into a casting and you just be yourself, they don't want you, they don't want your look. You know, there's nothing you can do about it, because that's who I am. With dancing, it's, you know, you have to be in training, but most of the times it's also typecasting. You're either too tall to this or whatever, that style's not for you. But then acting is something that I'm actually pursuing the most at the moment. That's really my dream, my goal. Yeah. And it's exactly the same, because they're just looking for a specific type, but you have to convince them that you're what they're looking for. So there's much more preparation and training behind it. Yeah. So
you can work towards
it, but then when you hear a lot of no's, it can also be painful. But you know, you have to know that it's part of the job. Yeah. So you can't take it too heavy, too hard. It's part of it. You know, if you know from the beginning, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna hear no. Yeah. You know, it's just brush it off onto the next. And just be prepared.
Did it ever affect your confidence? Like, did you ever have thoughts where you're like, oh, maybe, I don't know, just...
Sometimes, but I have those moments, not only specifically in auditions, but also just in class sometimes. You're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, why am I doing this? It's hard or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, in the end, it's all worth it because it's awesome.
Okay, good. It sounds like a just very different, very
It's a roller
exciting
coaster.
journey.
There's a lot of things going, like high highs and low lows.
Yeah. And then offline, you were sharing me your story about obviously you've been a bit of a jack of all trades. You've done lots of dancing, lots of modeling, and lots of acting. And you had a tipping point where you're now more focused on one thing.
Yeah, because it's hard to want to do everything, you know, and especially with on either acting or dancing, it's a hard, you know, craft. So if you're gonna do one, you have to go 1,000%. So if you do too many other things, it's just gonna be hard. So
perfect.
I was happy to make that decision towards acting, but it was also necessary to just go for it, and then you'll see, okay, if your focus is on that, things are gonna come towards you. Yeah,
and it has been.
It has been. It's since I made that decision to, you know, go more for my acting. It's been going really well.
So good. That really inspires me about you, that you just had a dream, or you have a dream, and you just went for it, and it just happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's hard work, but
you know,
really,
and it's hard because acting, being in Holland, to want to go to LA or whatever. It sounds like such a far away dream. So
for someone who's overseas, and
it's almost impossible. So a lot of reactions I got from people back home were like, "Oh, how are you gonna do that?" So that was a bit scary.
Were they a bit skeptical as well?
A lot of people are skeptical. And myself maybe too. I told myself a long time, like, I'm just gonna go and we'll see. If it doesn't work out, I'm going home. But that's also the wrong mindset. You can't have that safety. I mean, you know, I'll know that I can always go back, but just keeping it as a safety net, that's not working. You have to be fully in it here.
So it's all or nothing.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
And that's been your approach for the last 2 years.
2 years,
so, I guess,
you know, I've already gone this far. You know, this is the hardest thing you can ever do, move across the world. So why not all or nothing? You've already done it.
And then you work a lot harder, I guess, as well, because there's no safety.
Everything is about that. You know.
So if you had a number one tip that you could give for anyone overseas or anyone even in America and wanting to make it in Hollywood or just pursuing their dream, what would be your number one tip? Would that be the all or nothing approach, or is there something else that you can think of?
It's first of all knowing what you want and really listen to yourself. Don't joke yourself. Don't, you know,
try to be someone else.
Or even if you try to go for a safe route, something, if you have a passion burning inside of you or whatever, you're gonna feel that, and you have to listen to that and first make the decision to listen to it and then go for it. And that's really hard, and just give it your all. You know.
Did you had your passion for this industry when you were young, or did it come after?
I've always had it.
So you always kind of knew that you wanted to do.
In entertainment, just expressing yourself through either acting and stories or dancing with your body. I've always loved it. At a young age as well.
In high school, I've seen Valerie, you know, perform and live it up, and I kind of knew that she was always gonna reach for the stars and make it big. So you're kind of lucky, I guess, to know what you want to do at a young age. I know a lot of people that are still searching for their calling, for their purpose, and it's nice to hear even for yourself that you changed within the industry as well, so that it's never one straight journey.
No, and even, you know, even now a passion could change, you know, and it's, you don't have to do just one thing in your life. You can just always listen to yourself. If something changes within, just listen to it. And go for it, and don't settle for something that's easy or safe. Because that's just not, you know, you have one life.
You have one life, and it's short.
It is.
So what's the biggest myth that you can think of working in Hollywood or in LA, particularly as a foreigner?
A myth? I'm not sure a myth, but I know a sort of a misconception is that people come here and they think like they're gonna be either discovered or people are gonna hand things to them, or you know, once I get an agent, then it will all be done or whatever. No,
that's not the case.
It's always you. You always gonna have to put the most work in. Nobody's gonna do anything for you. Nobody's gonna give anything to you. You know, even if you have an agent, it's still about your own work. You know, if it's a little bit of a quiet patch, you gotta make your own stuff. You gotta make sure that you're still, you know, working on your craft, being seen,
taking classes.
Yeah, take class, network, collaborate, and there's no end.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your life and your experience and your journey here on the Warrior Princess channel. Do you have a website?
Thank you for having me.
Of course, Valerie.
Yeah, my website is actually ValerieLaRose.com.
Okay, so you can check that out.
Yeah.
And your Instagram is also @Valerie La Rose. You can see here in the comment section below. Great. Well, thank you so much, and I will hear and see more of you on television. So one last thing though, I've seen you on the latest commercial for Cadillac.
Yes.
Congratulations. Thanks. That looks so epic.
It was so cool. It's a national commercial here, and it was actually directed by the Russo brothers, and they're two brothers, and they directed the Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity, I think.
Oh my gosh.
So they got they were invited by Cadillac to direct their commercial. So it's been shot like it's an action movie.
Yeah,
so it was super
I saw that.
cool. Yeah, it was really cool.
So check that out on her website and Instagram. Cadillac is a huge brand, so that's so amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool.
All right, well thank you, and I'll see you next time.
Yes.
I'll see you on television.
I hope you enjoyed this episode and got something out of it that you can apply to your own life. If you have any feedback, topics you would like to cover, or people you'd like to hear from, feel free to drop me an email at hello@warriorprincess.com.au. And don't forget to subscribe to the Warrior Princess YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram @cklein.fit. Until next time.